key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece.
Yo, we got Luffy and Zoro, the better the duo. Sanji and Noosa bring out the bankroll. Jekyll Mariah, he rips your soul. Brook and Perona, they cold like a snow globe. Going through the stack like we looking for some crack. Taking y'all to class, man, you better know your math. Call the deck mather, cause he always running black. We don't need no power tools, we just bring the axe. Cause we bout to chop it up. TCG, level up. This is more than beginner's luck. Got so many ribs, they backing up. Rapping so cold, got the mains froze. Everybody know that the gang goes. Laws of the land don't make me repeat. We the next king. Getting rich with one piece.
Get rich with one piece.
The piece of the cause, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. 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 Get rich with one piece.
The piece of the cause, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece.
Yo, we got Luffy and Zoro, the better the duo. Sanji and Noosa bring out the bankroll. Jekyll Mariah, he rips your soul. Brook and Perona, they cold like a snow globe. Going through the stack like we looking for some crack. Taking y'all to class, man, you better know your math. Call the deck mather, cause he always running black. We don't need no power tools, we just bring the axe. Cause we bout to chop it up. TCG, level up. This is more than beginner's luck. Got so many ribs, they backing up. Rapping so cold, got the mains froze. Everybody know that the gang goes. Laws of the land don't make me repeat. We the next king. Getting rich with one piece.
Get rich with one piece.
The piece of the cause, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. 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 Get
Hey, sexy. How you doing? I don't know what this song is that this is playing, but I'm gonna skip to the next one. I do not like it. It's called Desert Ballad. Did you tell me when that started? Sorry guys, I am looking at something on my phone. And I will be ready in just a second. Okay. I'm a bit later than normal because I was watching this yeah, I was watching this the national championship game, Michigan versus UConn. Still watching it. Just have it here on my laptop, and it's coming down to the wire. It's fairly close. What is it? A 7-point game with 53 seconds left. So a very close game. Unless there's some sort of like miracle. Game's probably over. It starts Monday. Jesus. That's quick. I'm sure you're excited. You don't have to wait a couple months for it. Okay. Okay, get off the phone. All right, the phone is just, it sucks you in. I'm looking at one thing, and then it's like, oh, let me check this real quick. Bam, 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 and you just go down this rabbit hole. So I'm gonna not be in the rabbit hole. Not gonna be in the rabbit's hole. Whoa. Okay. Well, welcome back, everyone. We have a special stream today. Why is it special? Because you're here. That's why it's special. No other reason. It's gonna be similar to all of our other nights. We'll be opening some packs. Man, it's so crazy how quickly the piles and piles of cards like stack up when you stream like more frequently, because I had been streaming like, you know, off and on for the past probably month or so. I'm not streaming every day, and I'm not gonna say I think I have something in my freaking teeth that's pissing me off. I'm not gonna say that we're getting back into like the every day, but I want to be like more consistent, because I like to be consistent, and I'm able to get like a little bit of packs from different places, and so I'm kind of like mixing the packs that I'm getting from the different places with some of my boxes with Riftbound, obviously. So it's kind of like stretching a little bit more, trying to like massage it out to make sure I have some more stuff, and that honestly just makes it a little easier to be able to stream, because you can't stream. Well, I guess I can stream some other shit, but it's hard to stream whenever man, this game is really close. 63-67 with 30 seconds left. But yeah, I can do something else, but it's nice to be able to have because this is what my stream is, obviously, is opening stuff. So it's nice to have stuff to open, and I'm again stretching it a little bit thinner than I typically do. Right, typically I'll open like 10 packs of like the blisters, and now here I'm opening like 4. I say that, but I just like open them. I'm opening them off stream now. I'm not opening a lot off stream. I'll typically do like 1, maybe 2 off stream. I don't even think I did any today. But yeah, so maybe it's balancing itself out. But I have the boxes, and with all the different methods, right, it makes it stretch out a little bit further. So I do have to make sure that I have OP-15 requested, and then the new set for wow, this game is actually coming down to the wire. I do have to make sure that that I have the new set requested, and then the new set for Riftbound, if he makes this. Oh my god, dude. You don't need a 3 there, bro. You don't need a 3. A 3 would be nice. This dude just shot a bad 3. I mean, it's a few seconds left. So in the national championship game, so And if he would have shot it, he would have been a hero. There's still some time. But I think they should have went for it too, just to get it down to a 1-possession game. Okay. Anyways, today was just work. I didn't do anything crazy. Today was work. I actually went to get some packs from Barnes & Noble, because I told you that they had some when I went yesterday, and they had a shit ton. And they were doing one per person of OP-15. I go today. Not only are they doing three per person on the OP-15, they also had EBO3 and OP-14 there. I was like, what the fuck is going on? This is my lucky day. So I got that. This was after I took my daughter to football practice, and when I picked her up from football practice, I was like, I gotta take you to Barnes & Noble. I'm taking you to Barnes & Noble. You go in there, you go get me some packs. So she went in there and she got me some packs. My wife was supposed to too, but she didn't. I don't know. I'll make her do it for me tomorrow, hopefully. Hopefully she loves me enough. Don't do that for me. But no, anyways. Oh, Gank That, you sent me something yesterday, dude. Oh, sorry, I didn't even see that you had sent me something. I don't get notifications. I don't get like it's my own fault. I don't get like the actual like bubbles or anything, or the notifications that pop up on my notification center for Discord for whatever reason. I probably turned it off at some point because my friends in our Discord, sometimes we'd be going crazy. So, anyways, so I was able to get some packs today. I worked, watched the national championship game. Wasn't anything too crazy, nothing to go over. Nami is completed. Rook is completed with the Nami that I pulled yesterday. So that's what reminded me of it was Gank That he messaged me on Discord, and it was a clip of me opening Nami. I didn't watch it, but that's what it says. Clip of me opening Nami. But I'm super pumped. Tomorrow, hopefully nothing crazy goes on, but tomorrow Brook will be played for the first time, and I'm super pumped. I've been playing it on the sim. I actually went into the ranked game mode for it, and I'm doing fairly well. I'm doing fairly well. This last game that I just won, I played an ace, and I got very, very lucky, I'll say. Maybe not lucky is the right term, but it was very, very close at the end, and this dude had so many cards in his hand, and I was thinking, oh, this dude has all the counter and blah blah blah. So I didn't do my double. I should have used my Brook ability. I'm a coward. I should have done it, but I didn't do it, and I ended up winning anyways. But he just had, with blue decks, today, they just have so many cards in their hand, which that's blue's thing, and I'm not gonna complain or bitch about it, because everything has their own thing. Every color has their own thing, right? Blue is card draw, and blue has two things. A lot of them have two things. A lot of cards have two things, or a lot of colors have two things, right? So black is like trash recursion and like removal, right? So that's black's thing. Yellow's thing is triggers and then life manipulation, right? I'll say. So there's like burning your opponent's life, adding life. Blue's kind of weird, because blue is like being able to bounce characters, your opponent's characters, either back to the hand or bounce them to the bottom of the deck, and drawing. So it's all the colors have like a lot of different, are two different like play styles, I guess. Anyways, yeah, I was playing this last match right before I joined the stream, and it was, like I said, it was very close. and I was a coward. I didn't use my Brook ability because I was gonna try and make the game go for one more turn because I thought he was gonna be able to counter out of all my swings. So I just went ahead and like swung with the characters that I had out there, and I didn't because I could have used my Brook ability because I would have been able to play a Sanji, would have been able to deck out and then swing with my monster Luffy a second time. But I didn't do it. But I still was able to win anyways because he just had a ton of bricks in his hand. And then, no, was that what happened? Or is it, no, it wasn't. No, that's not what happened. Actually, that's not what happened. I did pass it back to him. So he was able to counter out of everything because I didn't do it. Okay, this is what happened. And then he swings into me for like 11 with his leader, with Ace. I was playing against Ace. And my trigger, that's what happened. Yes. I was misremembering. So he swung into me, and no, maybe I played maybe two different things happened. I don't know. But another game, I'm pretty sure it was this last game that I just played. He swung into me. I'm pretty sure it was his last game. He swung into me. I triggered an Electrical Luna. So, because I had 2 life left, I triggered an Electrical Luna. And that trigger is rest one of your opponent's characters. And so, he only had 3 characters on board. Or, excuse me, he only had 2 characters on board plus his leader swing, and I had 2 life. So, I took the first life. So, obviously, one of his characters is rested. And then, Luna is rest one of your opponent's characters. So, I rested his biggest body. And then he quit. So, and what's funny is my second life that I had, because they show you what your life is, was another Electric Luna. So that wouldn't have mattered at all because I can only rest characters, and he would have, one of his characters was rested already. But I just thought that was funny. Even if he had a way to play another character and swung into my life that had rush or something, I still rest one of his characters. So I thought it was very funny. You were gonna go tonight, but yeah, babe, I got plenty of packs today. If you can go tomorrow, that's great. But if not, that's cool too. I'm teasing. I love you, and I'm very grateful for all the times that you do go. All right, well, I'm sure that Michigan are the national champions. It looks like they are the national champions right now. Congrats to them. All right, cool. I'm gonna check my freaking Beckett account. I checked it a little earlier today, not that long ago, but I'm just hoping that something changes to see if my cards have been shipped. They have not been shipped yet. I got that email like a week ago that it was going into the labeling phase. So let me make sure I can. Okay. Yeah, that they were going into the labeling phase, and they're still getting labeled. I mean, it is a bigger order. It's like 25 cards or something like that. So it's not like one of the smaller orders. The only orders that I've gotten so far have been smaller orders from Beckett. I think the most cards I've gotten back from Beckett was like, what, 4? 4 maybe at once. So I had 1 with 2, 1 with 1, 1 with 4. And maybe another with 2. I think that's right. And then 1 with 1, because that's where I got the Jinx. The Jinx came back by itself. Yeah. Anyways, let's get to opening some packs. I'm not even set up to open some packs. I'm tripping here. I'm tripping, buddy boy. Allow. All right, here we go. So, similar to what we did yesterday, nothing crazy. We have 4 packs of OP-15 blisters. We have 2 packs of OP-15 from my box. Oh, bless me. And we got 2 Spirit Forged. So we'll open these real quick, And then maybe we'll look at some OP on TCG. You down with OPP? All right. So first back, I need to send in my what the hell is it called? My white beard. I need to send that in. I'm gonna send that in tomorrow. That's my goal. And I have an order from somebody that I've been sitting on for like over a week, and I feel super horrible. I really do. I'm gonna message them, and typically I get orders out very quickly, right? Usually it's the same day or the next day. Worst case scenario, it's like 2 days because they start sending you emails and stuff like that saying, not the customers, but the actual website. I'm sure there's some sort of trigger that automatically procs whenever you don't hit like sent in the system after 48 hours. And yeah, this person, it's been like a week, I think, and I feel horrible. So I'm gonna message them and be like, look, man, I'm sorry. Because I have been busy, but honestly, I've just kind of been putting it off. But it's going to get sent out tomorrow. But so, person who this is going to, I am very sorry. But your stuff will be in the mail tomorrow. I promise you. Okay, so first pack, we got some Riftbound. Selling a bunch of Riftbound lately. It's because I had a whole bunch of Riftbound. Like, I had like 600 Riftbound cards. Stored up that I spent forever not selling or not inventorying, and it's starting to build back up. I would say it's probably at like maybe 60, maybe it's at 60 right now. So it's not anything that's overwhelming. Now my One Piece cards is probably at like 250. It's like between 250 and 300 right now. So yeah, that's gonna need to be taken care of soon. Now we got a foil Bubble Bot, Fizz Trickster, very good card, popular. Hex Tech Anomaly. What is this reaction? Pay any amount of power to add that much energy. All right, then we got a gold. I love gold, Mr. Powers. That's just a gear, so you can use it whenever. Abilities that add resources can't be reacted to. All right. This looks like it's all going to the... You're going to the home, Grandma. All right. I hope my kids never send me to a home unless I like really, really need it. Unless I like just deteriorate mentally horribly. I don't think I will, but who knows? I'm sure a lot of people don't think they will. But yeah, I hope I'm able to live by myself. Or not by myself, but me and my wife, obviously. Okay. And my wife can just wipe my butt. Corrupt Enforcer. Bard. Mercurial. And a Sever. Damn it. Alright. I think all these can go, actually. I don't think I need any of these. Maybe this Bard. I might need that Bard. But yeah, everything else is going to the home, Grandma. Alright, we're going to start with the packs. I'm not going to do like I did yesterday, where I opened them all and shuffled them all up, because who really cares? I called up to... I'm kind of upset because I went up to, or I was going up to Hot or Five Below pretty frequently. Like I've said this a couple of times, and then I just kind of stopped because the grind of doing that, the chase of the cards and stuff was just getting to be too much. So I really stopped going to a bunch of places. But I actually called up there today to see if they had any in the person, which I was surprised. First off, no one has ever answered this phone when I've called up there before, not once. And I'm probably called up there like 5 or so times, but they actually answered today. And typically people don't know what the fuck One Piece cards are. They don't know what the hell I'm talking about. They're like, Pokemon cards? They're like, what are you talking about? What's One Piece? But this person knew what I was talking about, so it was pretty nice. But he went up to the front and said they weren't there. Anyways, I was bitching about like I am sure at some point between the last time that I went up there and today that they've had some One Piece cards, and I'm sure that I just missed it. Now, obviously, because I didn't go up there for EVO 3 at all. Like EVO 3 was the most recent set, obviously other than OP-15. But I'm sure that they had a bunch of EVO 3 packs up there, and I missed it. But that was one of those things where I'm sure it was probably up there just for a small amount of time. But typically about a week after, from what I've seen, about a week after, God, I remember it was just so nice when I went up there and they had OP-12, before everything went crazy, they just had packs and packs of fucking One Piece. And I could get however many I wanted to. No one was going in there and buying them except for me. Maybe somebody else was. But it didn't feel like it because I went in there, they just had them. And it didn't feel like the stack was going down until I went in there. But those were the good old days. And I'm sure it'll probably get back to that at some point. But yeah, I liked those days. But I'll probably be going back. I'll probably go to Five Below in about a week or so, because again, typically maybe like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, somewhere in that range. Because what I've seen, I guess OP-13 was the last one that I saw this with, but like a week after the release, they actually had some cards there for OP-13. So I don't know if that's gonna be, similar, but I'm gonna try it out. All right, Gum Gum Golden Rifle, Tony Chopper. I officially have enough choppers to be able to sell choppers now. So, man, such a good card, and I'm getting kind of frustrated in the on the sim because I just, for a long time, I want to say all day yesterday, and I know this stuff is random and it just kind of feels against you or whatever, but I just couldn't go first. And it's not like Brook isn't a deck that you absolutely need to go first. Like you have pretty decent curves on odds and evens, but the odd curve is much better. And that's typically what you want to go. And again, it's not horrible to go second, but when you go first, you get your cards right. You either need some sort of searcher within the first 2 turns, right? That makes things a lot better. But yeah, going first or second isn't bad either way. Lightning Beast Kaiten Zordo. It's in order. Ohm. Do I have all my ohms? I think I do. Yeah. No, actually, I'm sure, because I literally just pulled an ohm yesterday and I was looking through my binder today to see if I was missing any ohms, and I was missing one. So I put that ohm that I pulled in yesterday in there, so I know I have my ohms. Ohm. Maybe it was the Sabo that was. Maybe it was one that was very lucky that I didn't think I was gonna win. I think it was a Sabo because one, I rested their character and they quit, and then 2, the other one that I'm thinking of, they just didn't have enough. They just didn't have enough counter. And I think it was actually the Lucy that I was playing against, because I Electric Luna'd his board once, and that card Electric Luna is so good. Like, just preventing. They don't even have any character, so anybody that's rested on their board. Oh yeah, I did do that because I was trying to get him to swing. I was trying to get him to swing with his or not swing, but I was trying to get him to block with his Sabo, but he also had a fucking Rebecca out there. So he had a Rebecca and he blocked with the Rebecca. Didn't rest the Sabo at all. And so I ended up just freezing his board, the 2, because he did swing with one Sabo. And so I rested his Sabo, and then he also had Cavendish. Those two were rested. Then he had the other. Then he had the other not rested. Oh my god, that was such a hard matchup, dude. This dude was freaking bouncing everything. He hit me with 3 barrier pistols. God, sometimes those things are, whenever they get their combos off, it is so frustrating, man. Like he lowered my power level with one card. I can't remember what it is. I think it's Just Watch Me Ace, I think it is. And so he lowered the power on my Pirate Docking 6, and then barrier pistoled him, which is crazy. I was like, bro, you wasted this whole turn to just get rid of my Pirate Docking 6. Like, it was his like 7 down turn too. It was either a 7 or 8 down turn, and he wasted a whole turn to just get rid of my Pirate Docking 6. Next turn, was able to play my Luffy, and I'm pretty sure I still won that game. I'd like to go back and look at it, but okay, this is Alt Anel number 2. Let's effing go, buddy. Let's effing go. That's actually crazy. You know what this means? I gotta sell one of them. I gotta sell one of these fucking Alt Anels. So we'll look at that. We'll look and see what that's running. These are from the packs. I don't know where the packs are from. I mixed them together. But yeah, these are from the actual blister packs. So I really like this. I really like this artwork. It's not like the best artwork I've ever seen, but I don't know what this Anel, he looks like a rocker with his hair like all electrified. He has his little things behind him, whatever they are. But yeah, this looks really good. And there are some cards that there are some other cards that have alt arts that I could have pulled, and so that one is not too bad at all, honestly. I'm actually really happy with that. Now, do I want some different ones? Yeah, absolutely I want some different ones. I want an alt leader, I want a fucking SP, I want those things, but there are a lot worse cards that I can pull, so I'm good with that one. I'm good with it. I'm good with it, yo. All right. All right. If I get a alt leader, I want, you know what? Anybody but Krieg really is. Krieg just kind of is. And Rebecca. Obviously, I already have 2 Rebeccas. I don't want a 3rd Rebecca. Man, I kind of want to play some of that. This is this Margarita, I mean. So it's 1 cost 2K, so really good, but on play, place up to 1 card from your opponent's trash at the bottom of the owner's deck. So that's one of them things where it's like, if you're playing somebody who does some sort of recursion, man, this would be good against like there's some characters or some decks that actually play from their trash, right? Like Sanji plays from his trash. What else? I was just thinking of Sanji. Obviously, like a lot of black decks are playing from their trash. Crocodile, man, and being able to like bottom deck one of their Crocs, that would fuck up their whole shit. And it's only 1 Don. And I need some 2Ks because I actually took my Zoros out, my 4 cost 2K Zoros from PRBO2. I took them out because I only had 3 of them, so I was thinking about replacing them with Sabo, but I ended up not, I guess switching that back, and so now I have two Zoros in there and 1 Sabo. But there's a possibility I can put something like this in there, just some tech. Maybe I'll put 2 of them in there just for some sort of tech. But it's so much nicer to be able to have 2Ks that you can search for. So I need to find 1 more, or maybe 2 more 2Ks that are Straw Hat Crew that I'll be able to search for. Brook, hey, give me some Brook tech. Pearl. Hi, my name is Pearl. Oh. Alrighty. to the next. Oh yeah, I wanted to see how much I made from this month. Come on. Oh, some bitch. Let's see how much I made last month from whatchamacallit. Let me see. Sales summary report for last month. I hit $1,000 in net sales. Net sales minus the fees, though. You know they gotta make their money, and you know what? You can't be mad at them. They put the fucking shit out there. Blah blah blah. $811 total is what I made. This was just from this site, and I also sold one of my Leader Zoros for like $250. I think it was after the fees that eBay collects. It's ended up being like $215 or something like that. So yeah, I made $1,000 last month, which is so nice. Like that's my goal right now. That's my goal, making $1,000 a month. And I'm obviously spending more than $1,000 a month on it, but like I want to be able to like use that $1,000, pay off, you know, the credit card that I'm using, right? Put all that whole $1,000 towards the credit card, and then over time, like the real money makers are gonna be these graded cards, and I'm gonna start getting a lot more graded cards back here over the next few months. So, and I need to send in another. I do need to send in this Whitebeard, so I'm gonna probably send that in. But sometime this week, I'm probably gonna send in another big order. I'd like to be sending. I don't know why this is a hard sentence to say. I'd like to send in one big order a month. Like obviously, if I have some one-offs, I'll send those in, kind of on a as-is basis. But I would like to send in like an order of between like 20 and 30 or something like that of some of the cards that I want to have graded, just so in 4 or 5 months from now I'll have something to look forward to. All right, so doll, man, I'm really thinking about that margarita. This card, it's just like, I was really trying to run this card, but it just doesn't do a lot at the end of the day. Like the counter's worse than ground death. You know what I'm saying? Ground death is you only have to have 10 cards in your trash in order to make this active, which whatever, it's not that big of a deal, and you're not really using this card. You're not really using these cards early in the games anyways, before you're able to get your trash up to 14 or 15. But turning off like a blocker or something like that, and honestly I'm not even using that much, because you have the DMG, and you also have the Namis that you can use. There's just a ton of different options. There's just a ton of different options, and this card just basically what it does is it gives you an extra Don to play with, right? So to give somebody 3,000 power. So I don't really know. I mean, trust me, that extra 1,000 power could be the difference between winning and losing. Krieg, I think that's my second Krieg. Black Rope Dragon Twister. I'll need to make sure I have enough of those Black Rope Dragon Twisters. Okay. I'm trying to think of how many cards I added. 72 cards just added tonight. Yeah, I'll probably need to. Oh, we got a Don pack. Damn it. Damn Dons. Unless it's a gold Don, because I haven't pulled any of the gold Dons yet. I'd be okay if this was a gold Don. Alright, this is Risky Brothers. I'm just trying to figure out what this would be useful for. Like, one costs 2,000 power, 1k counter. Activate man, you may trash this character. If you have 15 or more cards in your trash, up to one of your Monkey D. Luffy characters gains Rush character and the slash attribute during this turn. So maybe you pre-play this, and I mean, that wouldn't be too bad, right? You pre-play this, and because I'm trying to think of like, okay, you play it on the turn that it's played, on that your Luffy is played, but you can, I guess I could see this being pre-played, and you know, given one of your monster Luffy or your secret rare Luffy. I mean, even the secret rare Luffy, right? You can still play this off of that secret rare Luffy, and yeah, but if you're playing it, you can't play this on curve. Yeah, you can't play. Maybe you can play it early. You can play it like on turn 1, right? You play it on turn 1. If somebody wants to use some shit to fucking get rid of this, fuck them, right? They can use whatever the hell they want to. I don't care. And then you can play your 7-cost Luffy. Like, that's not that bad. If this gave Luffy instead of giving him the slash attribute, which I don't get that, and there must be some sort of lore behind that. If they gave him like a Rested Dawn instead, oh my god, this card would be fucking crazy. But given your freaking Nightmare Luffy, Rush character, being able to swing with him immediately, and then you play Nami the next turn, and you get to swing with the Nightmare Luffy again, and then you get to pull another Nightmare Luffy out of the trash and swing with him again. I talked myself into this being a halfway decent card, man. But you'd have to see it on like turn 1 or 2, because turn 2 you're playing your Chopper anyways. And you can even play it from the fucking Frankie, man. You can even play this from the Frankie on your 5-down turn. So, and then you play this. You know what? I'm gonna play around with this. I'm gonna play around with this card. I just talked myself into it because I'm sure that they would think that their characters are safe on their 7-down turn. You swing, you bring him out, and he's probably gonna be at 9. He's obviously gonna be at 9K. No, guaranteed he's gonna be at 9K. So you swing 9K into one of your opponent's characters. That's gonna be something that they have to think about. I'm gonna mess around with that Risky Brothers. I'll just really talk myself into that. That is so funny. Captain Seamars, Jory Bonnie. I'll whip you into shape. Oh, is this a Goldon? Oh, damn. It was a little stickier than I was expecting. All right. So, I mean, overall, not a bad little haul today. We didn't get anything from Riftbound, but we actually did get this Alt Anel. This is our second one, so very fire. All right, we are going to spend some time looking at some... There we go. We're going to look at some TCG player. Should be working without me fucking around with it. Sometimes I have to. I whip my head back and forth. Nami, going back up. Are we? Anel, $50. I pulled 2 of them. Borsellino, about $30. I pulled another. I did open. I opened a Borsellino yesterday, or maybe today. I can't remember. But I have a playset. I have a full playset of Borsellinos now. Still have not pulled this Luffy. I pulled the alt art, but not the this original artwork. It's so crazy that this Luffy is so expensive. I want to look at this Luffy. I want to look at this Luffy real quick. Please don't be... Okay. Yeah, what was it going for? There's no way this card was always this expensive. There was a time this card was under $10 easily. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, this card was 5. I mean, the market price, whatever. You can buy it for $5, $5, $6. You know, I probably should have bought more, but I not gonna lie, I did not see like the value in the Luffy. I did not think that this card was like secret rare worthy. It definitely is in the right instances, right? So it has double attack, and then on play if your leader is multicolored. So you can't play it in a monocolored leader. Set up to 4 of your Dawn cards is active. Then it has a restriction on it. You can't play character cards with the base cost of 4 or more during this turn. Which, I mean, like, that makes sense because you could chain these fucking Luffys. You could probably play 3 of them. Let's say, okay, you started out with 10 Dawn on your 10 Dawn turn. You play this 6 cost Luffy, so you're basically using 2 Dawn. So you still have 8 Dawn. You play this 6 cost Luffy. You play another 6 cost Luffy. You basically use 4 Dawn. So you can play 3 6 cost Luffys, and that would be crazy. You play 3 6 cost Luffys, and you still have 4 Dawn left standing. That would be absolutely nuts. Yeah, so I get it. It makes sense. And there's a ton of 4 cost, really good 4 cost players or characters out there. So, and it has double attack, so it's not a bad card. I was very sleep on it. It's absolutely insane with Nami. Everything's insane with Nami. Just giving it rush. Luffy the monkey. Starter deck Luffy. This is making me want to open one of the starter decks. So I bought some to open the extra pack inside of them, but I haven't done that. Yeah, I'm really wanting to mess around with this, with both those cards, that Marguerite and that Risky Brothers. Like, that Risky Brothers would be very nice. Like, you get it, you can play it off of, especially if you already see your curve, right? Like, if you already have, like, your Nami, if you already have your Luffy in your hand, you can easily play. They have a character on the board that you're gonna really want to get rid of. You play that Luffy on turn 7, so you get the 1 cost. You get the Risky Brothers from the trash on your 5 Dawn turn from the docking 6. It's out there, so you have the docking 6. Then you have the Risky Brothers. Then on your next turn, you play the Luffy. You give it character rush and slash for whatever reason. I don't really know if that. I'm sure that would matter at some point, especially with green and your leader slash. Like, there's got to be some sort of like cool tech that you can build. Porsche, jeez, man. 37. I want this Luffy to come down a little bit more, and I want to at least buy one again for collection purposes. But Electrical Luna going crazy, Porsche going crazy, Ground Death going back up. What else do we have here? And now alt art. This isn't the one that we got. This is the secret rare alt art. We have the blocker now. This is the nail we really want. Cavendish coming back down to reality. Yo, Tsugi, what's up, man? For whatever reason, my pinging for my messages isn't working right now, I guess, because I didn't hear that you pinged. Cavendish is on a roller coaster, dude. It was close to $10 like yesterday or 2 days ago, and it's back down to $6. But I mean, it's first off, it's just a great card. 4 cost 6K, draw 2, trash 1. Like, it seems very basic, but you can generate so much value out of that because it's a 6K body. You can swing into any leader. Goldie Roger, you can't swing into when he has 10 life. Right. But like, you're going to be able to swing into any leader with that character, be able to activate his ability and draw 1 and trash, or draw 2, trash 1. So you're basically drawing a card every time. Like, it's a fantastic card. It absolutely is. And with 2 new Dressrosa blue leaders that came out this set, absolutely, I can see why it's going up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that makes sense. But it's coming back down a little bit. Damn it, I should have sold mine for $10. All right, I have an alt crocodile, I'm pretty sure, but it's obviously down in Plano, Texas, getting graded, and it'll be there for a couple months. Ooh, this alt Rebecca is $50, man. I have this. I have alt Rebecca. I have a bunch of these Nefeltari VVs. I say a bunch. I have 2 of them. Why is the Jewelry Bonnie leader, alt leader, not in here? It's weird. Alt Luffy is $100 right now. This is one that I have. There he is right there. I have that alt Luffy. The market price says $81, but the price says $100. Very nice. 16 sold. Yeah, they're selling for $90. They're selling very consistently. And one sold for $90. Most recent, $89. Very nice. I don't know if I can sell mine yet. Oh, Zoro. Zoro. When I see this, it genuinely makes me want to open a box of PRBO2 because I need some for my playset because I've oversold like a freaking idiot. I mean, I say an idiot, but you know, I gotta have a balance. I gotta be able to make some money, and I gotta be able to have cards to play with. I just didn't think that this was gonna be a card that I would play with. That's why I really try not to go into like my collection unless the card is just selling for a stupid amount. Which, I mean, $20 for, I just sold one for $22. $22 for a rare card is crazy. It's absolutely nuts. But it is from a limited set, so I see it. I see why. Boa. Oh yeah, I forgot. I want to look at this Anel. This pudding. I knew this pudding was gonna go crazy when I saw it being ran in. Anel. Like, this is so crazy how perfectly this card fits in Anel. Like, absolutely crazy. Like, it's a freaking weenie. Like, in any other, when you first see this card, you're like, whatever. Like, it goes in Sanji, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Because Sanji plays a ton of events and stuff like that. But, like, no, this card, you can play it in Anel. You can search for your events because you have a ton of events in Anel. So you can get your stuff set up for later on. And in Anel, it gets Rested Dawn for free because of Anel's leader effect. So absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy, buddy. Is this the... Oh, okay, this is the anti-removal Sabo. Zoro Joro. I want to see this price. It was going up. It's all the way back down. That's okay. I believe in you, Zoro. I'm not going to sell any of my Zoros for less than $500. Probably $600 if I'm being honest. Kobe. I need to check my Kobe's. I forgot to check my Kobe's. I forgot they were this expensive right now. Yeah, this card is going pretty crazy. This is such a good card. It's actually crazy that this card wasn't seeing a lot more play earlier on. 1 cost, 1,000 power, 2K. So it's not, obviously it's not a body. It's just it's a utility card, right? So it's a 2K counter first off. Again, massive utility in any 2K. You can always play them in your deck. Activate main. You may give one of your active Don cards to one of your leader or characters. And trash this character. Okay. Give up to one of your opponent's characters negative 3,000 power during this turn. Okay, so it's a 4K difference. It's a 2K counter. Just a good card. Like basically removal for 1 Don. Because giving your leader an extra 1,000 and lowering your opponent's character 3,000. You know. So you can swing into a 9K character, right? And have to have and your opponent has to counter it. Obviously you're gonna probably do it in some other way, but you're probably gonna combo it with something to remove it. God, leak. Alright, I want to look at, man, time would just be flying by. It really does. Ooh, the Shanks from the event pack. I may buy this because I need one. I have the buggy and I have 2 of the. No, I don't have 2 of the. Do I have 2? No, I don't have 2. I don't have 2 of the Marshall D teachers. I need 2. I probably should buy a whole playset of them. I was hoping this goes under $100. If any of these special prints from this set go under $100, I'm probably gonna buy them immediately. I love how all of them look. Mama Raggin. Mama ragging on me. Like this is Nell. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. Nell looks so good. This ace I will be getting back in this most recent set that's coming back. What was ace? Oh, ace was hitting for a little while. But I'll be getting my graded ace back here in a couple of, hopefully sometime this week. I said that last week, but I didn't expect it to take over a week after they said that it was in the labeling phase, but here we are. So that is one of the aces that I sent out to get graded. So pumped to get that back. And that Gum Lightning looks good. If anyone watches the oh yeah, my bad. You're right, I did not. Let's switch over. So I hit this this is my second one of these, but I hit the Alt Anel. Yeah, it looks crazy. Yep. So that's what we hit today. We only opened 4 packs that had a chance to have hits in them. So we opened 4 blisters that I picked up from either Target or Barnes & Noble. And then we opened 2 packs from my booster box that already has Brook is only 65. Dude, you're actually preaching to the choir. Like, I'm sitting here thinking the same thing. I think it probably looks the best out of all the alt leaders from this set. And it probably because I have this affinity for Brook because I am running in this set. But I think it looks the best. I think it looks absolutely amazing. I don't want to pay $65 for it. But if I was going to for a leader, it would probably be this one. I might see if I can trade for it. I'm sure that there will be somebody out there. Why is my mouse not working? Mousy, not working. There we go. I may see if somebody wants to trade potentially for their Brook, but yeah, I don't want to pay $60 for it if I'm being honest. Divine Departure. I have both of these cards. This Nami's only $60? That's actually surprising. All right, I'm gonna look at one more page. Then I'm gonna look at we're gonna look at eBay tonight. We haven't looked at eBay in a while. Jesus Berges. Jesus Berges. Oh, this thing's going up. Damn it. Damn you, Marshall D. Teach. Go down. I need you to go down. What the hell? This is from EB. This is from EB01? I did not realize that was from EB01. I thought that was from an older set. Okay, so it's $5 right now. Okay, that's great. Korean. Holy crap. It's so funny, man. It is so funny to see those cards just blow up. Cards that, you know, I bet you it was 5 cents. Okay, it was $1. Less than $1. You can buy them for less than $1. Less than 50 cents here. And then let's see. I think this was like when right around the time Jinbei got unbanned, maybe. No, that was I don't know what happened here, but people were starting to run it in other things. 240. Just go crazy. Now it's $5. No, I don't have this Gecko Moria. Why this Luffy was printed, I have no idea. As a treasure rare, if you have 5 or more cards in your hand, this character cannot attack, and it's a blocker. Like, I don't know, like the body on it is fine. Like it's 571. Like that's not normal. You know what I'm saying? Like typically it would be 561. So 571. See, they could have made Frankie a fucking counter. They could have made Frankie a counter. God damn it. And this is uncommon. I mean, this didn't need to be made a treasure rare. Like it looks pretty dope. Whatever. But they could have given Frankie a fucking counter. God, Frankie would be so good if he wasn't. I keep saying Frankie, but it's Pirate Docking 6 or whatever. He would have been so good if he had a counter, and he's already so good. He really is so good. But are even the Nico Robin, the 5/7 brick Nico Robin from this set? If they would have given them either one of them a counter, like they can do it. They've done it already, right? This is only an uncommon card and it's a blocker. So, whatever. This pudding, somebody's going to figure out this pudding and it's going to go crazy. I have not sold one of my puddings that I've pulled yet. Because I just have faith. I'm going to buy one of these. I'm going to buy one of these VVs. Probably soon. They're just too cheap, and I don't even have one. I haven't bought one yet. Okay, is this where I want to be? Yeah. Okay. All right, somebody's buying this Luffy, the Go Off King. I was gonna say, I bet you this bitch sold for hellas. 8,700 for a Black Label Law. These are going for quite a bit. These Luffys. Which is good because the higher that they go, the I would assume with my fucking 9 that I have. God, that card just makes me so sad. But with the 9, like I think that this card could probably get like 2,000, between like 2,000 and 2,300, somewhere around there. Because they're selling for between 23 and like I think I saw one for 26 or something like that. So it would obviously be a few $100s under that, but I definitely think I could get like 2,000 for this card right now. 25,000, that's crazy. Yeah, somebody told me he so this was actually very frustrating. This guy just started the game. This was a couple weeks ago at I think it was one of the heroin events, the heroin's cup events, guys, and he pulled it. And again, he's brand new to the fucking game. He just started playing the game like a month before that tournament or something like that, and it's just so frustrating, but whatever. And he sold it to somebody for like, I don't know, like $8,000 or something. I don't think he told me the exact number, but I'm assuming it's like 8,000 or something like that. And he's like, oh yeah, and the guy kept up with me through the whole process. He was, he sent it off to get graded, and he got a 10, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, this motherfucker is just rubbing it in your face. He is like, obviously he wasn't. The person wasn't rubbing it in his face. I wasn't a part of that conversation. I don't think he was. I'm sure he was just excited, but like, you sold it for $8,000. If you would have just like, it just is so crazy to me sometimes. And maybe he's just ignorant to the whole process or whatever. But it's like, if you just spent $120 or $150, I can't remember what the number is, to actually send it in and get it back in like a week. But if you just spend $150, you could have turned that $8,000 that you made into $25,000. 20, and this is, probably $20,000 minimum, right? Because this card has been out here for a while, and maybe the rarity's gone up or whatever, but like, you could have sold it for $20,000, bro. And he's just like sending it. He was like, yeah, he spent $8,000 on the card, but he sent it off to get graded. That bitch came back at 10, and they're selling for $25,000 right now. Crazy, just crazy. Ooh, this is in Japanese. This is one of the English ones. How the fuck is this one 2024? That must be when the original card came out, because this is English, right? Yeah, that's English. I see Monkey D. Luffy. They must just not know what the fuck they're talking about, because this card came out in 2025. But whatever. 4,000 for a black label. Man, this fucking, this Prob Stein or whatever. Okay, I see a bunch of them in a row. Okay, they must just do like a bulk fucking like listing of their stuff, because this happens quite a bit. Yeah, these are all these Prob Steins or whatever, blah blah blah. Okay, can we see somebody fucking else? God damn, man. Yeah, this is where I'm trying to get to. My collection is starting off pretty small, but eventually it'll start growing. I have a couple of these boas that'll probably be coming back. I'd sell one for 120 bucks. Crazy. 560, I have a 10, and this one that I had come back is a 10. Oh, very nice, Yotsugi. Oh my god, I have not been showing the fucking my screen this whole time. God damn it. I'm a stupid asshole. Yeah, well, I didn't get far down. I didn't get very far down. There was a yeah, I missed about probably 60 cards or so. Oh well. See, oh yeah, these cards are going crazy. That here we go. Here's this prop stain or whatever. $16,000 for this card. Crazy stuff. $1.5 million. Divine Departure Alt Art 10 went for 160 bucks. This is what it's going for raw. $228. Emu 158. That's not bad. I got an Emu that's coming back. Okay, this is actually annoying. Starting to annoy me. Like everything is just this fucking company. Okay, a 9, like my 9, went for $600. Yeah, mine was a 9. 600. See, like typically the 9s will go for like the same as like raw prices. So 600. This doesn't surprise me. That's what it is about. Okay. No way somebody paid that. No way, Jose. This bowl went for 120 in Japanese. Maybe that other bowl that I saw was Japanese too. Because that was going for the same price, and that's surprising. It's very shocking. Okay, I'm gonna get to this last page and then be done. Boa Hancock 10 for 280. Yeah, I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so, buddy. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Sorry that for half the page I was not streaming. All right, Yotsugi, thank you for hanging out. Wifey, anybody else that was here, but just kind of silently observing in the background. You know, I'm appreciative of you for hanging out and being here. But we will be back more than likely tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow's tournament day. I get to play with Brooke for the first time. I'm actually super pumped. But other than that, guys, good luck on your hits. And I will see you next time. Thanks for joining.